walking down 29th Park. I saw you in Amazon. Only a month we've been apart. You look happier. Saw you walk inside a bar. You said something to make you laugh.
Hey guys, so it is finally time for the much anticipated homeschool room tour. We have been planning to do this for a while and I'm finally getting around to doing it. I have moved this room around. I plan to move it around again very soon. But this is just kind of how it is for now, and it's been working for us. The only thing that I'm going to change really is we're going to get desks instead of this green table. That is because my two older kids that actually are doing school regularly, this table fits them well right now, but they're getting to where they kind of need their own space and like little work area. So I'm going to get 2 desks from IKEA, and then we have another big table in our sunroom that we can do crafts at and be messy and spread out at or whatever. But this is kind of the look from on my side of the room. This was the boys' room when we first bought this house, and we have converted it to a schoolroom / office craft room for me. And I'll kind of give you a glimpse at my side too, but that'll be in another video. The full, like, my side will be in another video. Okay, so starting off, I don't have much on this side. I put this little banner from Target up, and we have a bin, like a stem bin, with some beans and stuff in it for my 2-year-old. And I'll just keep it, that's where our rewards chart was when I filmed that, and I just moved it and put that there, basically because this houses like my fabric and some of my doula books, so I didn't want the kids like over there. They were wrecking that area, so kind of want to keep them separated. Then we have, let me turn this way, over here we have our room coming in, our door coming into the room. And then I just have our place value, our whiteboard, and then we have one of those magnet oil drip pan things. So this, we don't use this a whole lot. My 2-year-old plays with the magnets a lot, but we don't really refer to the board a whole lot unless we need to like stick something up there. And here's just a kind of a glimpse at like my side, my desk, our computer, our printer is under there, and then I have my photo printer, and then kind of starts going into our schoolroom area. Okay, so along this wall we have our calendar, our rewards chart, our clock, a map. We're studying the states. We have our Rascog cart. This just has our curriculum that we're using daily on it, and we have that. I have this metal binder. I've kind of showed this in our curriculum video, and then we have our readers, our state stuff, and then my daughter's all about reading stuff on the bottom. And then we have our books. Now, I'm in the process of, I have these, I've made these labels, and I'm still printing off labels, but I just went through and categorized all of our books. So, I've done some of our fall ones. But that's actually what I'm going to finish this in the next few days. That's what I was working on yesterday. So in these 9 boxes or cubes, those are more of like the kids' books, not really curriculum or anything. I do keep our dictionary, thesaurus there, just because they're too big to fit on our Rascog. Mason curriculum, language arts refers back to them some, but not enough to where I'm going to keep them on that cart. And then you kind of come here, and I'm going to go through this more when I do my library, but we just have our zoology, our science, and then we have our history. So this is kind of American history and ancient history kind of going into, and then some of our ancient history stuff. So we have like this bin right here to the right is actually our geography kind of stuff, and then some stuff, things that we use for history is in there. A lot of the stuff that's in this bin was on a shelf, and I recently took it down. So, and then up here we just have some extra stuff that doesn't fit down there. I've got our Mystery of History cards, and then I have this is just all of our DVDs and CDs that we're not using, or we're not actively using. I keep Mason's DVD for his math you see over there, and then Riley's is in here because she doesn't use it. So here we have our art, and our extra clipboards are here, and then all of our extra stuff for our calendar and our frog man who is not up right now. And I just have those just sitting there on top of the box there. This bin is our math, like our Right Start math picture books and things like that. Some teaching stuff, planning stuff that I use. And then we have our all about reading and spelling here that we're not using, and our learning through language arts through literature. I have a big bag of extra all about reading stuff in this bag, and we just kind of keep it tucked there. And then all of our extra math you see. So these are ones Mason's done in the past, and that Riley will do soon. Okay, starting back up here, I just have some little apples that I found at Target. And I have this fun little quote from Mr. Demi that does Matthew C. And I just love that quote. And then if you back up, you see this fun little station here. And this is for my 2-year-old. So we have his little, some kind of ball thingy. Some Melissa and Doug puzzles and things here. And some of these our older kids use as well. And then in these green bins, I have them organized into different stuff that he plays with. Now these can also be used with the older kids, but all I did was take a picture of what was inside and printed it off. I could have went online and found like similar pictures to get better quality, but I couldn't find I actually couldn't find like a good grouped picture of some of these. So that's what those are. In this bin is our music stuff. I would hide that if it was up to me. And then in here is lacing cards, Connect 4 pieces because he likes to play with those, and more lacing stuff that's in there. And he likes to draw on this cabinet, so there's I bought this used. It's messy. Okay, so in here is the Connect 4 thing, a little Uno barnyard thing, game, and some trucks, and a little play foam that he likes to play with. So this just keeps him busy, gives him something to kind of get into and mess with and play with, and it actually keeps him out of all of this other stuff. So he really doesn't mess with anything else unless he's been in here way too long, which really doesn't happen that often. Okay guys, so on this side of the room, changes quite often because we're always changing out what we're studying and that kind of thing. This wall is blank because this is where our Mystery of History timeline was, and we've recently decided to go another route. So we no longer have that. I'm just going to put some art up here that the kids have done. I just haven't got around to doing that. And up here, we have our little King Tut mask we made a couple weeks ago. Or actually, it was several months ago. And then all of our bee stuff. We're studying bees right now. And like I said, this stuff changes pretty often. Probably every 2 weeks, maybe. I just switch it out with whatever we're studying deeply at the time. So this is just a little felt board thing that we made. And we've got like our fan decks back there. Our lap book we're working on. Our solar eclipse things we just did. But that's like pretty much all that's on that wall. This is our kind of pencil station. I was going to put our reward system over here. I might still do that. I might switch it back because now that I've got some stuff moved, I kind of like this stuff over there better. Pencil sharpener, pencils, broken crayons. I told them, because I was really tired of finding them in our crayons. I was tired of finding them in the floor. And I told them if they would put them in here, we would melt them down and do a project. So we made a bucket for that. And then this keeps all their markers, crayons, glue, scissors, dot to dot markers, I don't know. And scissors, things like that in there. We have our globe. And then in these 3 bins here, we have puzzles. And this just has different puzzles in it that are not these wooden type puzzles. Okay, and this one, it says math tools. Guys, we have so much for math. This has our, if I can do it without falling, our balance thing. It has our wooden pattern blocks, our caterpillar, which is really not a, it's not a math game, but it's in here. Our bins for our counter bears. Let me get that back in there. Whew. These little labels come from Target, and I just printed off tags to go in them. I did that in my school closet tour, and I'll link that below. This is our coloring books. And these 3 bins is our readers, and I have our Bob readers and our level 1. These 2 are level 2. This is 3 and this is 4. And then if you look hiding back there in the corner and right here, I have a bunch of our chapter books because I have a ton. I have like all of the Beverly Cleary ones. I have Judy Blume. I have we have a bunch of Hank the Cowdog. We have a bunch of really good ones like Charlotte's Web and Sarah Plain and Tall. And then we have a bunch of Babysitter Club and Sweet Valley High. So we're not really going to be using all those. But I do keep the ones my son reads right here. And switch those out pretty regularly. We have our felt board stuff there, and then another little pattern block thing, game thing there. These bins, so I went to Dollar Tree and I bought these blue bins and had 3 more that I had found a few weeks later because I looked everywhere for them. Bought 3 and cannot find them. So these 3 bins were supposed to be blue bins too, because I told you I got rid of all these in my, they're in our schoolroom closet, or supply closet. So, yeah. So they're here still, full of everything. This first one is our like nature one. It has our trees, butterflies, bugs, anything with that. This is actually supposed to be in the science one. And then this is science. It has our, and I'm just going to spill all those human body stuff. Frog. Bunch of human body stuff. I think that's what, yep. That's what that is too. Our solar system stuff. Just anything big like that. And then this one, it doesn't really have anything in it except for our little frog hatching kit that we haven't got to use yet. Excuse me. Tell you guys I get hiccups in every video and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a pregnancy thing or what. Okay, over here we have our learning palettes, and I think I spoke about that in other videos. Board games, if you want to call them games. We don't really have any like serious games, but and then our wood puzzles, bigger wood puzzles are on the bottom, and our Melissa and Doug money set. They don't really mess with these. They try to mess with some of them, but our games are more of like math-based games, or like there's a sign language game, we just got it. We have the National Geographic is a dinosaur. It is like, what is it called? It's like the game Operation, but it's a T-Rex, and you got to get his bones out. So it's really cool. And then here we have our bristle blocks. Now this is kind of where we get into our STEM stuff. So the bristle blocks are there. That's a little counting fish game. Our Matthew C blocks. And then that container is actually from Walmart. It was $5. We've had it for 2 years now, and it works perfect. It fits a set perfectly. But our latch broke. So that's the only thing that I don't like about it. But these are from the IKEA Trofast system. I bought these because I was afraid they were going to discontinue the yellow, and I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to get them when I got my Trofast system, and now I don't want a Trofast system. So, I mean, we may get one of the little ones that stores like these things, just to kind of get these off this shelf. But for now, they're here. Put those labels on, and what's inside is exactly what's inside, and I'll kind of give you a peek into each of them. So this is Play-Doh, and we just have those cheap little dollar store Play-Doh things in there, and I'll just buy a big box of them when we run out or get low. This one is just more math stuff. It's a little multiple addition game, some money, our little quick fact books, our counting bears, a Go Fish game. This is our place value set, which is these straws and this little hanging, what do you call those things? And then our worm measuring game, and then our felt circles from Abeka. And this one is time and money again. Lots and lots of time stuff that I got from a retiring school teacher. She gave me a bunch of stuff, so I have that and that one. And then the next shelf in these pencil boxes, these are from Michael's, and this is all of our STEM. These are our STEM bins, and I'm going to do a separate video on that because it would take me forever to go through all those. But that's what's in those. Another little STEM bin thing. And then we have these cloth ABC alphabet things there. And then down here in the corner is all of our board books and our big books. So these are ones that my 2-year-old knows that are his. They're kind of like his truck books and things that he loves. And then those little bitty teeny tiny books that all of my kids have really loved, and they're falling apart. So they're in there. And then we got some bigger books back there. Here's a little bit better of a view. So this is like our table, and then it goes over to my workspace. And then if I'm all the way over here, this is what it looks like. So it's a pretty large room. We just have a lot of big stuff in here. Like I said, I kind of want to get rid of this table now. just so we don't really have, like, we're not taking up a ton of floor space. And I want to kind of box in an area here to make a reading area, and then maybe their desk along here. I don't know how that'll work. But for now, this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I'm going to leave a link below for some other blogger friends of mine that work with the IHomeschool Network. And I hope you check out their homeschool room tours. I hope it motivates you and inspires you to kind of make what space you have work. If there's anything I missed on this video that you want to see more of, just let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thanks, and don't forget to hit subscribe.